Hello and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is March 31st, 2023, and this is episode 54. I'd like to say welcome to all you new subscribers and thank you for coming back to all you returning subscribers. My name is Roz.
My name is Taylor.
And we live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada. Also in the house is my husband and my son, who do not want to be on video today. I don't know if Cooper will ever be on video.
No. Don't think so. Just pictures.
And you are 11. Cooper is 13. I'm totally off of my normal spiel, so I don't know what else I say. Today for you, we have What Am I Wearing? Finished objects, works in progress, a new segment called Tailor Made, and some chatter. Let's get started, shall we? What am I wearing?
What are you wearing?
I am not currently wearing any hand knits.
Really?
I'm not currently.
Oh, I have to look at your
But
socks.
I did have, no, I'm not wearing hand knit socks today either. I'm wearing wool socks, but not hand knits. Means I need to do laundry, I think. And I was wearing a shawl earlier, but I will show it to you in another segment. And Taylor is wearing her simple triangle lace shawl. And we will talk about that a bit more in another segment as well.
It's my favorite. It smells like you.
Smells like me? Oh, I've washed it a few times.
Where's the front?
The V side. That side.
They both have V's.
No. See, these are bumps.
Yeah.
And these are V's.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Just learned something
You
new.
learned something new. The more you know. As children of the 80s, we'll get that one.
What?
All right.
I'm not a child of the 80s. I'm a child of the 2012. This is
11s.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to finished objects. My first finished object is something that was so close to being finished last week, and it is my amethyst shawl.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Gonna hide behind it now.
You're gonna hide behind it? It is like super long. Okay, so let's go over the details first. This pattern is called Amethyst Triangle Shawl, and it's by Undeniable Glitter, who is Alyssa.
Glitter.
And it's a free pattern. She has it listed on Ravelry, but it just takes you to her blog. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward triangle pattern with the elongated ends, so it wraps around super nice. I made it bigger. It's meant to be a 1 skein shawl, but I made it a 2 skein shawl and I love it. The yarn I used is Knit Picks Stroll in their hand painted. In the purple is Pansy Tonal, and then the multicolored is Make Believe.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is huge, like seriously huge.
Yeah. But
I have been wearing it all week since I finished it on Sunday.
I have noticed that.
You've noticed that?
I like
that I've worn the same thing all week.
I've liked the mix between, like, there's blue, there's purple, there's dark green, there's light green, and there's like different shades of blue and green. Right here.
Yeah, and sometimes
my
it like pools together where there's more of one color and then it's, you know, super variegated, but
yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah. So I haven't even blocked it yet. I finished it, I wove in the ends, and I've just been wearing it. So I think it's a winner.
Yes. I think you need to make me a smaller version of that.
You think so?
Yes.
You want one with longer tips on it?
No, that's what I meant by smaller.
Oh, more like this size?
But smaller.
But smaller?
Yeah, so it'll fit perfectly around my neck.
Well, pick out some yarn.
This doesn't fit around my neck. As you can probably see, my neck is too tiny does not fit.
It's too chunky?
It's so weird.
That is
like I have a huge neck. I don't. I have skinny neck.
Okay, well maybe I just need to show you how to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can make another shawl too. So we'll move on.
Not we.
Oh.
You.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
The other project, let's get back on task here.
Yes.
The other project that I whipped up this weekend was a headband. I'm going to put it on.
Nice.
So, yeah. It made my hair poofy. Oh, wow. It's really standing up.
Yes, it's very standy.
It's very standy-uppy. Anyway. This is I gotta check my notes are down here today because Taylor's gotta see them too. Chunky Cable Headband by Michelle Greenberg. And this is out of some Lion Brand Respun Thick and Quick. And I'm just kind of using up what I have left over from the hats that I made in the winter. And, but I didn't have quite enough for a hat, so I thought I would do a headband. And I have just that much left now. So I think I'm going to do a two-tone headband.
No, you're not.
I'll use up the rest of that.
No. This is
and then use up some of these colors. No, you can have it. Do you want it for something?
Oh no, my bin's already too full.
Yeah, you do have a whole ball bin of yarn. So yeah, yes. It turned out really nice. It's just a simple cable. I did use a cable needle. Thank you, Tracy, for that. Where is it now? Oh, there it is. She gave me in my Advent swap. She gave me that 3-pack of cable needles.
Why is it bent?
Well, because you slip the stitches off and then you kind of hang them in front or behind your work, and then you knit 3 and then you knit 3 off of here, so it twists. You get that twist in there.
I didn't understand any of that.
Perfect. Anyway, but I didn't have a chunky one, and this worked perfect for that 3-stitch cable. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Again, it's a free pattern, but yeah, I just whipped that up, and I will definitely be making more of those, so
nice.
You'll see that again. Yeah, it was good, mindless, easy knit, and it's chunky, so like super quick.
I like chunky yarn for finger knitting.
Yeah,
it's much easier to use.
Yeah, and with that we will move on to works in progress. So my first work in progress is
in your rainbow bag.
In my rainbow bag, because
didn't you make that one?
I did not. This is from Absolute Wonder.
Nice.
And it
is absolutely wonderful.
And these are some socks. I am calling these my Crazy Orange socks. And I think that I'm going to do the even heel sock pattern on it. So I did my standard toe where I cast on 14 stitches, which is actually 28, and then you just increase every other round. And then on the top of the foot, I don't have much of it yet, but there is a 3x1 rib, and these are because this is a very lightweight yarn, light fingering, so I did 72 stitches on a 2mm needle because I like a good dense sock. So yeah, so those, and I've split the balls into 2, so I'm knitting 2 at a time, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep plugging away on those.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was old stash. I don't know, it was in my stash. It doesn't have a ball band, so I was like, ooh, crazy orange funky colors, works great.
Sure does.
And I am kind of on a mission to use some of my old stash that has been in there for a long time that I have had plans for and just not done it yet.
Yes.
And on that note, we'll move on to my next project out of this beautiful yarn. And I'm going to pull up the thing. Do you want to hold it?
What? Sure.
Okay. So this is from what used to be my local alpaca farm. Go to hide your face. So
I think it worked.
A bit north and a bit east of here is Oyama Lake, and it is a dirt road to get up there. And before you get to Oyama Lake, there was an alpaca farm. And they, I want to say this is like 10-year-old stash. So this is a light fingering weight.
It's really thin.
It's really thin, but it is beautiful and it is so soft. Feel that. So some of the yarn, and I don't know, because some of the yarn, this is just like directions on how to get to the farm and that they enjoy, you know, spinning and weaving and needle felting and all of the things. So some of their yarn is machine spun and some of it is hand spun. So this was machine spun.
It's so like dense.
Is it dense? I think that's just because I wound the cake pretty tight.
I like it.
Okay, so I never knew, I just bought it because I liked it, and I never knew what I wanted to make with it. But a few years ago, and I want to say probably more than 5 years ago, I won a pattern from the Knitting I Love YouTube channel.
Nice.
And the pattern is called Forgotten Path Hat. And
I thought that was there because you forgot about the.
I keep looking down because my computer is down here this week. Anyway, because I rearranged my office and I don't have my bins over here anymore. So it's down on the ground. So we're looking down. But yeah, so it's Forgotten Path Hat by Barbara oh man.
Let me start. Neluco.
Neluco?
I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
That's okay. And this is what it looks like. Can you guys see those little mini cables?
Can I? Oh, that's awesome.
You see how it's twisty?
Really cool.
Yeah. So this is just the brim of the hat. I am finished the brim now, and now I have to switch to a larger, slightly larger needle, and then I will continue knitting. It definitely won't use all of this yarn because it's just a hat, and this is, I think 90 grams. So it's not quite 100 grams skein, but it is a lot. It's a lot of yarn. So maybe I'll make 2. We can have matching hats.
Yay!
Yeah. Anyway, when I wanted to try it on.
Is that you could just make that into a headband.
We could make it into a headband. What do you think?
Your hair's poofed up again.
Yeah, I know. It's a little stretched out. This one might have to be for you.
Really? My head's not that big.
What do you think? Maybe I'll make that the screen capture.
No.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. So what else do we want to talk about? So we talked about the pattern and we talked about the yarn. Yeah, Oyama Lake Alpaca Farm in the gray color. Yeah. So that's it for that hat. And that is, what is this? I don't know. I have extra needles sitting in my lap. I don't know where they came from.
You better check your knitting.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that hat. It's a bit of a challenge, but a good challenge. And the last project that I started,
saved it for
I know,
last.
yeah. Well, so I've been on a bit of a finishing kick. So all I had left on the needles was my Stormborn shawl, which I am not talking about today. And so I cast on with Wild Abandon. Whoops.
Oh, there it goes.
All right. So here it is.
Does it look like a jellyfish?
I don't even know what you would look like. I posted a picture on Instagram yesterday. I didn't have this much done when I posted that. It definitely looks funny.
It looks like a jellyfish.
Does it look like a jellyfish? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
with
if you do it like this.
Yeah, it's like a jellyfish.
All right. So this is going to be the Bag of Sorting by Danielle Thurin. Or no, there's no R. Turin? No. There's no R. How come I keep on putting an R in there? It will be up on the screen for you guys.
I'm sorry. We don't really know how to pronounce names.
I know, we're terrible at this. And I've been told that we can put the names into Google Translate and it will tell us the pronunciation. But did I think to do that ahead of time?
No.
No, I did not. So I heard about this pattern on the Unraveled podcast. And one of the hosts, Knitting Daddy, plays Dungeons & Dragons with the Crits and Knits crew, and it was their dungeon master that designed this pattern.
That's cool.
And
they knit and they play D&D.
Yes. And they talk about their knitting.
Well, that's like exactly what you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. That's why I watch them. Yeah. Yeah. It's not child appropriate though. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so this will be a dice bag. So it's, called Bag of Sorting. And I'm using a bunch of leftover scraps that I have. So the base and what I have up the sides so far is Fleece Artist. And is their trail sock. It's just like their generic sock with nylon. And this is the Carousel colorway. And I made some wristers out of this, I think. I can't remember.
Did you?
And then...
Can I touch it?
Yeah, just let me show the different ones. So this divider here, that's very multicolored. It's hard to show. That one is... I didn't write it down.
Yarn?
It is yarn. I will look it up in a second, but that's the contrast color that I used for my shorty socks, my jelly rolls. This teal with the purple and pink blips is Sea Turtle Fiber Arts in the Ridley sock, and the colorway is Dance Party. And then this purple that I just did one of them, so I alternated the colors, and then there's 7, so I did one alternate color, and that is Hedgehog Fibers in the Birthday Cake colorway.
Wow, is this like for each individual die?
Well, no, you could put like all your D20s in one, or you could put a set in each one.
Each individual die, because there's 7 different types of... What's the little hole in the middle? Is it a finger hole? Yes, it's a finger hole.
I don't know what that other one is. I don't have it written down. What that one is.
It's a finger hole.
No, so I did...
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So I thought that I knew better than the pattern designer. And so you knit the bottom, not to give too much of the secret sauce, but it's pretty clear. You knit the bottom, and then you knit these dividers, and then you knit around. And I thought while I was knitting each divider, I would connect it to the next one. However, it made a hole in the middle. So in her instructions, it says to sew them all together after you've knit them. And then you can kind of just like sew them all together. So they'd be very close together.
You could take a little piece of paper and like write notes from your D&D thing and then roll it up and stick it in the middle.
You could. Yeah, I'm not going to change it now. But the next time I knit one, I think I will. Because it was definitely a pain in the butt.
You're going to knit one for me?
I don't know.
You said the next time you knit one.
Well, I might knit one. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I haven't even finished this one yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that is... I'm trying to get back to my notes here. Yeah. So that is all the ones that I wrote down. And I don't remember. This was from my jelly roll socks, but I don't remember what yarn it was.
Why jelly roll?
That's the name of the pattern.
Can I eat it?
No.
Well, then why is it
jelly roll? It's coming out good. I've got to do some more work. I've got about 35 more rows to make it tall. And then you make a bit taller than that, and with some holes in it to make a drawstring. You would have seen all of this on the picture that I put up for the pattern, but yeah, it's complicated, but not too complicated, and I am enjoying it immensely. All right.
What's next?
We'll move on to TaylorMade.
Yay!
Take it away, Taylor.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my paintings and drawings. So I did this painting, how long ago?
A few days ago.
Like a few days ago. And I did it on my easel, which is, if you don't know, it's something that holds your paintings up. But
She has a portable easel that has drawers in the bottom, so she can move it around.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is the painting.
I can hold it closer.
Okay.
You talk about it?
So what I did was I started with the purple at the bottom, as you can see here. I did the darkest purple I had, and then I put a lighter purple right above it, and then I dried off my brush and got all the color off, and then I just, like in between the two colors, I just painted with like a dry brush, and it mixed it really well. Mm-hmm. And some of the colors don't actually they aren't actual the colors that's on the cap, but that's fine. I think it turned out really good.
I think it worked out beautiful.
Yeah. And
Cool.
then
I especially love the moon. It's got depth to it. I'm trying to show it. It's blowing out because it's so bright, but it's like pink and purple.
Yeah, it's like
very nice.
A pink and purple.
Yeah.
And then I did this drawing yesterday.
Which markers did you use for this drawing?
I used
your regular markers?
My not regular, but they're like kind of fancy markers, but they're
not your paint markers, though.
Not my paint markers.
Okay.
It's just a drawing there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see.
They can see the whole thing.
Like the
Oh yeah, there's like shooting stars.
in the background.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, my shawl fell off.
Oh dear.
Not hair, shawl.
No, your hair didn't fall off.
Nope, hair didn't fall off.
So tuck this on the other side of your arm, then it'll stay on.
And the
Okay,
next
so what's
thing
next?
I'm going to talk about is my finger knitting. So I am doing a craft fair. I'm having a table at a craft fair in May.
At your school?
At my school. And what I'm selling there is I'm selling finger knit scarves, and also I'm selling bookmarks and origami cranes. So this is, there's a pen on it right now because it's not on my fingers, but this is the yarn I'm using for some of the scarves. And it's one of my
This is from
yarns.
her own yarn stash.
Yes, it's
The
my
numbers
yarn.
are not counted in my yarn stash, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because it'd be a lot more.
Yes.
And then this is the rest of the ball.
Yeah, and this is the rest of all. I was going to make my brother a really long scarf or something for his birthday, because it's like all his favorite colors. Like there's lots of blue and lighter blue and greens and a little bit of yellow. But it's a really nice ball of yarn. And the second ball of yarn that I'm using is upstairs, but
You can show it next time.
I'll show it next time.
Okay.
And then, yes, that's that.
Okay.
But there's something going on with my ball of yarn. So
She started knitting from the outside of the ball, but that yarn has been pulled through the middle of the ball.
So it's like squishing. Oh,
It's okay. We'll
what have
fix
I
it.
done?
It's fine. Just put it down. Mommy's going to get the ball winder out and fix it for her.
Don't know how to fix that.
That's all right.
But yeah, it's coming on pretty good. And I'm going to have 2 different sizes of scarf. I'm going to have a medium size, which is going to be like a medium size. And then I'll have a long size, which will be longer.
Yeah.
But so I haven't.
So it'll probably be like a
talked about
wrap
the cost.
once or a wrap twice kind of thing.
Yeah, a wrap once or a wrap twice.
Yeah.
And
We'll figure out cost later.
yeah, cost. Yeah, not. Yeah. You get what I mean. Yeah, totally.
So the last thing we want to talk about is the shawl that you're wearing.
Yes, the shawl.
So I finished this in December for her.
I love it.
I know you love it.
Oh wait, is it back on?
Yeah. See where the little
on.
thingy, the end is sticking out?
Is that
That's the back side.
okay? That's
So this is, I'm sure anybody who has watched anything from November, December knows that I found this yarn at Walmart while I was on a girls' weekend, and I was like, sparkly rainbow yarn, Taylor would like this. So I picked it up, and what I had done originally was that it was knit in stockinette all the way down, and then you had a picot bind off on the edge.
But that's not what that is.
So, and I'll put a picture in here of how it rolled, right?
Yes, it rolled
What
quite a bit.
Yeah, so you could
rolled,
barely
like,
even
all the way
see the
here.
pink or the purple. Like you'd see the orange and that was
A
it.
lot. And now
Because it's stockinette and it's acrylic, so it doesn't block out like a wool will. So what I did is I ripped it back to halfway through the orange, and then I did a garter panel because I thought about just doing a smaller garter panel at the bottom. But I was worried that it would flip up still. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do a big garter panel. I don't know what's happening over here.
it's on my head.
Yes, it's on your head.
Beautiful.
So I ended up doing about 3 or 4 inches of garter, and then just did a regular bind off, but just made sure it was nice and loose so it would stretch with the garter, but also hold its shape because it is acrylic, and I'm worried that it would just kind of. So yeah. so I did that, finished it up yesterday, and now you can see all the beautiful colors. See, you can see them all right there.
Yes. Oh, no, my hair fell off.
All right.
I'm kidding.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Well, what have I been getting up to during spring break?
I don't know, but we'll save that for chatter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm staying then.
All right. Let's move on to chatter.
Chat.
So first up in chatter, I always talk about what books I finished. So I listened to The Eye of the World, which is by Robert Jordan. And yes, this is a very old series, not very old, but an old series in the fantasy realm, an action adventure story. I think there's like 20 something books in it, and I have never read them.
Really?
Really. I think I definitely started reading The Eye of the World at some point, because I've recognized like the first third of it for sure. But I never finished the book. So now I finished the first one, and the second one is on hold at the library. So we'll see when that comes in. And then I'm still reading the other books that are in my current reads. If you want to see all the details, you can check out my Goodreads, which I will try to remember to link down below. And yeah, anything interesting you've been reading?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I've been reading Dungeon Academy by Tim Probert.
Cool. I'm glad you remembered the author.
Yep.
Yeah. So what is it?
It's about Dungeons and Dragons, but it's about like not people playing the game, like in the game. So there's a person who's at the Dungeon Academy, and the Dungeon Academy is for like monsters, but she's actually a human, but she's like pretending to be a minotaur because her parents are minotaurs, but then she's actually a human, and they don't like humans, so then she runs away, and then like she
Adventure happens.
she's going to find her real parents, and she figures out that her real parents are like human heroes.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool.
And it's a graphic novel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No?
It's
Oh.
a book.
Sorry. No, the other one. What's the other D&D one
Roll call?
about the
Dungeon Club?
the Dungeon
call?
Club. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
one's a
one's
graphic novel. Sorry. I mixed them up. I know
No,
you
different.
read novels too. I know you read novels.
And also, I've recently
Anything
read
else?
Matilda.
Yeah,
I
Matilda.
finished that like a long time ago.
Yeah. And you have a goal to read how many books?
20 novels.
20
this year.
novels this
And
year.
I'm way behind.
That's
But
okay.
fine.
That's
also,
okay.
I've read Great
You're gonna-
Expectations.
Yeah,
this year.
you did. The child adaptation version, which is fine. It's still a novel. It still
is.
counts. We should update your Goodreads though.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you're going to get a lot of reading time in this summer.
very much so.
Cool.
And also, I'm bringing
what
a
else?
book to Disneyland.
Oh,
which
good.
I'm going in 3 weeks.
I know.
I'm going to Disneyland.
Not with me.
No, not with you.
I don't get to go.
I will send you pictures though.
Oh, okay.
Promise.
Thank you.
I'm going with my grandma and my brother.
Yep.
It's gonna be really fun.
Really fun. What else have you been doing on spring break?
This past week I've been going on a lot of bike rides to my school, and it's really fun. I'm doing them with my brother.
Yeah, because you're going to ride your bike to school after spring break, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, most of the day.
Definitely to start with on Mondays and Fridays.
Yes.
We'll have to see about the other days because you have activities after school. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. What else?
I've been doing some art, as you could see from my paintings and coloring.
Yep.
Also, I cleaned out my room and my closet and a lot of my stuff. Ooh, yarn.
And played some video games?
Oh, yes. Only a few. I didn't play very many
Yeah.
games.
Cool.
I played some video games with you, though.
Yep, we played Mario Kart the other day. That was fun.
We also played Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep. I think we're
together as
gonna
a family.
I think we're gonna do that again tonight.
Oh, I thought we were having a movie night tonight.
I think we're gonna swap it. So tonight we'll do Dungeons and Dragons, and tomorrow we can do movie night.
Must familiarize myself with my character.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking back over my pictures for this week. We didn't do much. I think we did so much last week and last weekend that we just worked and watched TV and generally, I mean, you hung out with Grandma and...
I haven't played many video games or watched TV at all.
No.
I haven't played any video games or watched TV at all today.
No? Didn't you play with Cooper at one point?
No.
Yesterday, I guess.
I did.
And then the only other thing that I have on my list to talk about is daily vlogs in April. So this is something that I've thought about for a few years, and a lot of people do a daily vlog similar to what I do at Vlogmas, where you get to see kind of a little bit of my day-to-day life. But I'm going to break these up into week-long segments. And so you'll see, starting with Saturday, which is tomorrow. So you'll see Saturday to the Friday, and then I'll start on the next weekend. And that will be in addition to, I will still be doing the regular podcasts. So the vlogs will be separate, and I'll definitely show like my knitting and stuff that I'm working on, but I will make sure to update you guys here on the regular episodes as well. So you won't miss out on anything if you don't want to watch the vlogs. But if you're interested in a bit about our daily lives, and some other random knitting things that I'm going to throw in there, they're not going to be super long. I mean, I have to work every work day.
So 10 minutes? 5 minutes?
I don't know. They're not going to be super long, which is also why I'm combining them into a week's worth in one video. Because putting up like a 30-second video is a lot of work, whereas putting up like a 10-minute video is the same amount of work. So I'll just put them all into one and then post them there. We do have Easter weekend in there, and there will be a whole week that you're away.
In Easter,
I'm
gonna wake up and my bathtub's gonna be full of candy.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, you know so, do you?
I know so.
Wink, wink.
I'm telling the Easter Bunny to get me some stuff.
Yeah, so so look forward to those, and there are a lot of other crafters and daily life vloggers out there also doing daily vlogs in April. So take a look at those too. And I think that's everything I have to talk about. Is that everything on your list?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, and I would love it if you would comment on something or just say hello. I love interacting with you, and please make sure to subscribe to this channel. That way you get notified when a new video does come out, and we will see you guys again next week. Bye.
Bye.
I'll put it here, and then you speak forward, but project so that you also are on the microphone.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yes.
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 Yes. Are we ready?
Yes. And go.
Action. Action.
Okay. What are you wearing?
I was waiting for you to say that.
Really? Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
Stop playing with that.
But it's stretchy.
It is stretchy. See, what is this hair doing? Okay.
I want you to try now.
Okay.
Give me chai.
Give me chai.
I will explode. No. No.
There's lots left, don't worry. I'm putting all these bloopers in at the end. Are you eyeballing me or are you eyeballing the camera?
Both.
Okay. Cool.
I drank like half of it.
Yep.
Delicious.
Mommy's happy to share.